But
this is the number 2 version of the SF.
SF. Oh, Yokomo.
More new stuff. Well, that's pretty
big
exciting.
release from Yokomo this week.
So I've got some Yokomo just up here.
Up here.
Yep.
See if anyone can tell us which one of the 4 are new. So it was very long-awaited release of one particular of these 4 cars.
It's been a long time coming.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
over 12 months we're waiting for this new car. So the YZ4 it's just arrived finally this week. And we
So
talked about
this is the number 2 version of the SF.
SF.
Yep.
Yes. So YZ4 was originally released I think about 4 years ago and was a belt driven. So Yokomo went from a B-Max platform to the YZ4 and they introduced the belt driven in the off-road again, which was an old concept I believe.
Yes.
And then with the SF they went back to a
Shaft
belt-driven shaft drive
Yes.
kind of car, which proven to be a bit more efficient. And so that's the SF2, so it's an updated version,
Yes.
which is a bit lighter than the previous one, and quite a few tweaks actually. It looks quite similar, but it's actually very different indeed.
Yeah, so I guess the original design was very well engineered to begin with.
Absolutely.
And it just needed a few
Refinements.
Yeah, to make
Yes.
it a much better car. I mean,
Yes.
it was already a great car because it won a world championship, didn't it?
They did.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, they did. Won a world championship with this one, and the DTM I think was a 2 at a time. So,
Yeah.
which is the 2-wheel drive version of this one here.
Yeah.
So.
So
I think,
Yokomo. So what's it about Yokomo? Yokomo is very much a competition-orientated brand.
absolutely.
Been around for a very long time and have always tried to produce cars that win world championships.
Yes.
And
Indeed.
they've won quite a number of them.
In off-road and on-road as well.
Yeah.
So they're very strong in the on-road as well. So with the BD10, which I think we presented a couple of weeks back,
Yes.
they're quite strong on that. So should we have a look quickly inside this box?
We should.
That's Simon's car actually, this one.
Is it?
Simon's
Oh,
watching us, so
okay.
we're opening your car, Simon. Thank you
All
for
right.
that.
We'll take care.
Do you actually have a knife?
Oh, we
No.
have a knife. I can find a knife.
Okay. I may be able to open it. All right. We won't cut your seal, Simon. There we go.
While you're doing that, we've also had a few more guesses on the front car here.
Cortina 440, not quite Simon, close. Rolls. Nick, hi Nick. Super, Ford Cortina Super 2-door saloon.
Looks like you don't need this anymore.
No, I don't need it anymore. No.
Alright.
Not quite. We're not quite there with the number, but it's definitely Ford Cortina. I think we all agree on that.
Ford Cortina.
So we need to guess the color and the model. Okay,
Alright,
so
let's change angle again.
let's move to the side camera here. So we just have a look at what's in here.
Oh, you can see how it's jam-packed. So the boxes look small, but they're jam-packed
Yes.
full of bits.
So that's again a kit for those who don't know what a race kit looks like. They come unassembled, and there's
Yep.
quite a bit of building to do. Starting from this one, you've got the front and rear shock tower with a wing mount here. So they're all in bags, so
Yep.
then you can follow the instructions, and the instruction will give you the bag number that you need to use for that specific step.
Yep.
This bag here, you will have the center zipper clutch,
It's got a lot of transmission bits, doesn't it?
transmission, so you got the differentials in here.
Yep.
And the differential cases. Let's see if you can see them here. Across
So these
here.
are gear differentials that they give you?
Front and rear gear differentials, and
Yep.
for the center is a zipper clutch.
Right, okay.
But you
yep.
can then upgrade to a gear diff,
Right.
which if you race in modified class, you're probably going to need a gear differential
Yep.
in the center.
Yep.
Moving to the next bag, so you've got the suspension, so you see your springs here, and all the different, the front arms. The front arms have been updated. That was
Right.
a big update,
Yep.
because the previous model, the front arms were a little bit weak,
Right.
and they had problem with breakages, so
they're
the arms
beefier.
are definitely brand new and beefier.
Okay.
You can see the hubs here,
I got the
front
shock.
and rear hubs, and the
shock
shocks.
cylinders.
The shock bodies here. Let's see.
Yep.
Here we go. So hopefully you can see them in here.
Sort of bronzy gold.
They give you some oils. Most racers will probably tend to use their own oils, but this gives you the opportunity of building the car if you don't have anything else on hand.
Yep.
The body. Now the body is, I believe, from J Concept. It's a lightweight body, really thin. It's got this green color because the covering film to protect from the overspray is,
Yep.
is of this greenish color.
So you just peel it off after
You peel
finish
it off
painting.
after that,
Yep.
yes. And here are the
All connectors.
all connectors, yes.
They're beefy.
They are quite beefy, yes. I think it was probably last year they moved the size up again. I think they bought 5mm roughly now.
Right, okay. Yep.
Now you have sway bars in here.
Yep.
And the pillars for the suspension holders. These are to adjust your toe in and toe out and anti-squat and different angle, different geometry of the car.
I find that really clever because it's
Yes.
for me, it's a reasonably new design. So in the past, you use different blocks, I guess, with different spacing to adjust your angles on your suspension.
Yeah.
But now you can actually just change a pocket, which
that's
changes the angles.
Correct. So these are your suspension blocks here. Let's see if you can see them.
Yep. So you see that sort of square shape.
The square shape. They've got a bit of a hole here, square hole, and then you can put these different pillars here, which then allow you to change the orientation of the
suspension.
Of the suspension pins here.
Yeah.
Inch pins.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So you can change the toe, the anti-squat.
Anti-squat, that's right. So that's the rear end here. So you got the rear suspension arms, which are quite beefy once again.
They look quite long, don't they?
Yeah, they do look quite long. And the hubs as well. These are plastic. I believe there will be an upgraded version in metal. And also the hubs have an interesting feature. So you can put some inserts in here. Hopefully you can see. To again adjust, I think, is the positioning, the height of the hubs. You can move it up or down,
right?
In a similar way.
Yes,
it's probably a bit hard to see here, but the hub has got that ability of doing
it.
Almost at the end, it's got your side guards here, mud guards, and the center bracing, which is this T-shaped plastic part here with a carbon covering to stiffen the chassis.
Yep.
Finally, the metal aluminum chassis. Hard anodized chassis.
Yep. Quite like the way that some of the cars have gone into an aluminium type chassis.
Yes.
They've followed a 1/8 scale buggy type design because I guess with the onset of fast motors and high performance, the chassis are copying more of a beating. So in the past, they used to be carbon fiber for stiffness, but they just used to wear out very quickly.
Absolutely. So that's it for the new YZ4. Hopefully, we're going to see some build pictures in the next few days.
Yep.